Hey guys, Demon here. This is the intro, not the actual video, but hope you enjoy it. Hello guys, Demon here, doing another BoJack Horseman review. This time, The Judge. So, this episode, pretty good. It has a few things in there that are pretty interesting. It has two stories. I guess a little bit of a third one, but it's more like a little gag joke, and the third one's a little bit of a gag joke. So the first story is about BoJack Horseman and his daughter going to his set because a couple episodes ago, to get doll back for his mother, he had to go to a star's house, and she basically told him that he has to go on her show to get the doll back as a guest judge, I guess. So he did, and this show is all about booty. All about girls with booties. I guess so. And then his daughter meets a young man. They kind of have it. They hit it off, and the young man keeps on calling her and stuff like that. And BoJack thinks this young man is bad news, and it turns out he is. That he only wanted to show BoJack his project to get it shuffled to his manager so he could actually have a show or something like that. And then he's just like, listen, BoJack, if you do this for me, I won't see your daughter anymore. And BoJack just assumed automatically that he was bad, even though he was being good at first. And at the end, BoJack was right, but he did it for the wrong reasons. He did it because he didn't think his daughter was hideous or chubby or anything like that, even though she mistook it for him thinking that she was gross and chubby and that she could never get someone to love. What BoJack was doing was inflicting his own insecurities onto his daughter, which made him think no one could ever love her because she's like me, and no one ever loves me. And the more they know me, the less they love me. And his daughter actually asked him that, have you ever feel like the more someone knows you, the less they love you? And BoJack does. Probably a few other people do too. I know I've felt that before, where I've met someone and the more they knew me, the less they liked me, especially if you act like a dick like BoJack all the time. Which I'll admit, I have acted like a dick to a few people that I've known, and they ended up hating my guts. But BoJack's daughter says that to him, and he's just like, listen, someone eventually will come up to you, and they'll love you for who you are, and you're a beautiful girl, because he realizes that he was pushing his insecurities onto her, and he realizes, she's not me, and she's beautiful, and she's better than me, so she can actually have someone that she loves, and someone will love her back without wrecking it like I always do. So he's coming from a good place, trying to protect his daughter from who he perceives as a bad person, but at the end of the day, he did it because he thought she was like him. And he was right, but it still doesn't deny the fact that he thought she was like him. So it's kind of a douchey thing, yeah, it's kind of a good thing, because he actually cares about someone and doesn't want to ruin it. So that's kind of cool. And then the second arc to this is actually of Princess Carolyn, sorry. Yep. It's actually of Princess Carolyn meeting her mouse husband, or mouse boyfriend. I don't think they're husband and wife, but mouse boyfriend. It's her meeting his family, and his family is pretty much racist against cats. It's like a big racist thing, I guess. They're all racist against cats because cats don't clean themselves and stuff like that. Even though that's not true, especially in BoJack's world. Cats do clean themselves. And he's just like, cats stink and stuff like that. Well, his family was like that. and they all hate cats, and they're like death to all cats, basically like terrorists, like holy crap. And of course she gets upset about this, and she's like, why didn't you tell me your family was freaking bigoted against cats? And he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to. And he realizes this, and she's just like, what are you gonna tell him when the baby comes? Like, what are you gonna do? And she's basically saying, like, choose between me and your family sort of thing. And I never got that. Because my family, even if they didn't like my girlfriend, right? I'd be like, fuck, I don't care. I love this girl. And I'm gonna keep her, you know? Like, I don't care what you say. And they wouldn't accept it necessarily, but they'd be okay with it because they wouldn't want to ruin our relationship. But I don't know how his mouse family feels because he told them that and they just like gasped. So I don't know what happened after that, but we don't get to see what happened after that. But I know if it was my family, I would tell them that and they would probably be mad at me, but they wouldn't abandon me or anything. So yeah, I guess that's the difference, right? And his family is kind of douchebags. But yeah, that's like the second story, and then there's a little bit of a third story where Peanut Butter gets out of the political race, and endorses Woodchuck. I forgot his name. Woodchuck, I'm just gonna call him. He endorses him, and he doesn't even want the endorsement because he's like Peanut Butter, shut up, don't want the endorsement. It kind of reminds me of real life politics. I think it was the presidential race where President Bush endorsed, I think it was Nick Romney or something like that. Or President Bush endorsed somebody, I forgot who it was. And the whole time he was endorsing him, the guy was just like, okay, no one needs to hear this. I don't want you to endorse me because President Bush wasn't the best president, so he didn't really want him to endorse him. That's pretty funny. That's what that reminded me of. But anyways, they do that. And Todd and him are still business partners, by the way. And they made a new stupid idea. Some of Todd's ideas are really good. And some of Todd's ideas are stupid. Majority are stupid. Some are good. Like the throne drone. That's a good idea. I'd definitely buy one of those if those were real. And if I had the money, because they probably cost like over $1,000. But some of his ideas are horrible, and this is one of them. It's clown dentists, which is horrible. Because the majority, not all kids, but a lot of people hate clowns and are afraid of clowns. And then at the end, we learn that Mr. Peanut Butter's ex-wife is working with his other ex-wife to run against the woodchuck guy. Because his ex-wife is actually, she's actually working with lobbyists that want to, like, do bad things. Again, reminder of politics. That's what some people do. They work with lobbyists that want to do bad things. And then once they get into office, they'll be like, yeah, well, now I have a puppet that I can control, and I can do whatever I want. Again, that's what it's referencing. So, in his clown car, Mr. Peanut Butter goes to see Woodchuck. And he says, I can help you win against this girl because I don't know much about politics, but I know how to get people to vote for you, you know? Because he was actually winning because he's a star, you know? People like voting for Hollywood stars. So maybe Peanut Butter can help Woodchuck win. Who knows? I hope he does because Woodchuck is the most sensible person. But other than that, it's a pretty good episode. 3 plot lines. In the end of one, the guy turned out to be a bad person, and he just wanted to use her to get to her father. And she's actually starting to call him Dad now, I think. Or she called him Dad at least once or twice. Usually she calls him BoJack, but now she's starting to, like, warm up to him. And, he's starting to warm up to her, and he's actually caring about someone other than himself. And much better than he's ever done before, may I remind you. And at the end, he got fired because he made one of the booty ladies sleep with somebody. And then they're like, you're fired. And he didn't care because it was a bad show. And it was all because of the producers or the prosecutors, whatever. Anyways, good episode. Street plot's pretty good. And that's my review. Hope you liked it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, share. As always, my friends, stay sane. Peace. Hey guys, this is the outro. Just want to remind you that if you want to subscribe, you can press the circle, or if you want to watch another video, you can press the square. And also, if you like the video, give a like, leave a comment, share it. As always, my friends, stay sane.